I don't know about you, but there's so many people really overcomplicating how Amazon works, how to build a business, how to make money doing it. In this video, I want to simplify, bring it all down to basics and talk about how to get up and running from scratch, what's involved, and how to actually make money selling your own branded products on Amazon. First things first, let's talk about the actual business model that we are in. We are in the private label business model. What does that mean? It means that we find products that are already selling on Amazon. Someone's already got them out there. It's not some brand new idea. There's terrible ideas out there, but it's nothing like that. We are taking something already selling on Amazon. The competition is not that great. The product itself, the listing and all of that isn't that great. And what we're doing is we're making a new, better offer. By improving the product, improving the offer in some way, we're putting our own brand on the product, and then we are selling it on Amazon. Now, it's important to mention, if you don't know what FBA is, we're utilizing Amazon's fulfillment program. Fulfillment by Amazon allows you or me to send our own branded products into Amazon's warehouse. We sell on the Amazon platform, and every time we make a sale, Amazon pick, pack, and ship our product to the end customer, and that's it. And we make money. So we buy the product in the Far East usually, at a price, we import it, and after all expenses are said and done, we make money. How much money do we make? Very simple. If you can imagine a sales price of about $20 on Amazon, you're talking about 30% of that is your net profit before tax. So let's say something's selling for $20. You're gonna make $6 net profit before tax. In other words, $6 in your hand is your actual profit every time you sell that product if you follow the process that we teach at Marketplace Superheroes. Let me show you some examples of products that are, interesting, and some examples of products that are not interesting, we do not want to do. Okay, so what types of products do you want to sell? Now, I'm not telling you to go and sell this product. I'm just saying it's the type of product that we want to look for. So we scroll down to Amazon here. We have a carboy carrier. Now, we'll get into how we find it and all of that. For now, a carboy carrier is a product like this. It's a strap that brings this carboy, it can be glass, can be plastic, around. It allows you to carry it around the place. This is a product that is used for brewing beer. I think cider actually is what it's actually used for, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, again, I'm not going to get into whether it's good or bad or a different product. I just want to show you why the thought process behind something like this. So first of all, the title of the product is awful. Nylon carboy carrier. There's so many more keywords that we could put in here to help somebody find it, to do with brewing, to do with storage, and everything in between. Again, when you're in this market, you would know, and you'll find there's ways to find. I'll just give you one really simple way where you can go here, and actually Amazon will tell you right here different things that people are looking for whenever they're searching for this. So 6 gallon, 5 gallon, whatever. This doesn't even have that in the title, as you can see. Second thing is in the product images. Look how bad these are for this product. They're really, really poor. So only 2 images there. You want 6 to 8 images. So a better title, better images. Straight away, you would improve dramatically against this product. Then on from that, there's no bullet points here whatsoever. So typically on Amazon, we have bullet points, which you'll see in just a few minutes. As we scroll down below, there's typically a product description. I just realized I've said typically 47 times. I apologize for that. Anyway, we have a description here. It's not very good. It could be massively improved. So this is the type of listing we're talking about when I say it's low competition. And how do I know it's low competition? Well, by searching the keyword here, it's got 125 results. Now, if that's less than 1,000, it's low competition at a very simple level. On from that then, when we look here at the options in Amazon, there's not that many here for this type of a product. You really want a product to be sub 30,000 BSR, bestseller rank, for it to be of interest. So you can see a lot of these are not sub 30,000, therefore right now they're not a very interesting product. So that's why I say it's not the best example in the world, but it's just something that I wanted to show you to see kind of how bad some listings really are. Here's a pretty good example right here as well. Again, it's not a great listing at all. It's a Bottle Buddy water rack. So again, it's a 3 and 5 gallon water rack. So you could even just do that. A water rack, I'm not too sure how competitive this is. So yeah, it's very competitive, so we wouldn't do it. I thought it would be competitive, but I wasn't sure. And so what we can see here is something that's interesting in our process at Marketplace Superheroes. We call this segue searching. So we found the product that's interesting. We'll get into how we found it. And we start looking for other products that are related to that item. And we started to see, well, what's the competition like? And remember, all I did was I typed in water rack to see How many results came back? It's over 20,000, way too competitive. So at a very simple level, that's the type of product that we're competing against. Now let me show you what we just don't want to see. If we had seen, by the way, that product was loads of sub 30,000 BSR products, that would have been interesting. We didn't see that, and that's okay. So now we'll take a look at a bento box. It's a perfect example of something we do not want to be selling. So over 1,000 results, straight away, it's a little bit more competitive. And look, you just don't know what to sell. Everything is really complicated, different colors. Sometimes it's for kids, sometimes for adults, sometimes it's just design led. You know, it's really complex and what we call a confused market. But if you actually look at the BSRs, many of them are like 489, and you know, there's other ones up here are 700. 1,000. Like this is a humongous market, one where there's a lot of people buying stuff, but it's just not something we want to be in because it's too competitive. So that's the example of not competitive but not very good, too competitive across the board. If you want to see lots of examples, by the way, of research hacks and different things like that to find products that are sub 30,000 BSR, sub 1,000 research results and are interesting, all you got to do is click somewhere around here and it'll bring you to one of our best research hacks, which is really, really, really simple. So that said, let's keep moving now and get a little bit deeper into how this whole thing works. 1 second, I just want to take you away from the video to ask you a really quick question. What do you like about selling on Amazon the most? Let me know what it is. Is it the fact that it's very passive? Is it the fact that it's simple to do? Is it the fact there's no websites involved? What do you like about selling on Amazon? Let me know down in the comments right now, and click the like button on the way because it helps us get this in front of more people, and it's just kind of nice to know you're enjoying the video. So go down there now, let me know in the comments, and I'll let you go back to the video. Okay, so how big is Amazon? Is it even worth selling on when we consider like we're making 30% of our sales prices, our net profit for tax and all of that? Yeah, it's incredibly worth selling on. Let me show you some stats. This is a big commerce website right now. So these are stats that they have put together, but I would say they're pretty accurate. You can see here it says each month more than 197 million people around the world get on their devices and visit Amazon.com. That's more than the entire population of Russia. I would say it's actually more than that because they're referring to Amazon.com. There's lots of different Amazon websites that you can sell on at the exact same time. You sell your same products all over the world, and that's exactly what we teach at Marketplace Superheroes. Most people will only teach you Amazon.com. We go the other way. So where can you sell? If you look at Europe, for example, you've got Amazon.co.uk, Amazon.fr, France, .de, Germany, .it, Italy, .es, Spain, .nl, Netherlands coming on, .pl, Poland is coming on, and it's growing all the time. The really cool thing about Amazon and selling in Europe, we talked about Amazon FBA, where we send our products into Amazon's warehouse, they hold it in stock, and whenever we make a sale, they send it out on our behalf. When you're in Europe, you can send all your stock to one location, let's just say the UK, and you can translate your items into all those languages, and you could be selling to all of these millions of customers by just sending your stock to one country. Now, that's at the time of recording. It may change in the future, but as it stands, that's how it is, and that's how it is remaining for the foreseeable future. So that's just something to consider as well. Huge. And when we take North America, .com is obviously the big market. .ca, Canada, .mx, Mexico, really good markets too. The only issue there is you have to send stock to each of those 3 countries to sell there. Millions and millions and millions of customers. And as you can see, there's really interesting statistics here. One is that 9 out of 10 consumers check price. Check a product on Amazon. That's huge for you. It's huge for me as well. People are going to Amazon to actually find products right now. Therefore, there's massive buyer intent. People are going there to buy. 2% of Echo owners have purchased a product via Alexa. That's going to grow with time. People are using their voice to order products. Amazon sells more than 12 million products. It's a lot more than 12 million products, actually. Amazon sells over 1.1 million home improvement products, and on it goes. So this is an interesting thing here. More than 50% of Amazon sales come from third-party sellers like you and me. And so that's interesting that like so many people are actually building Amazon's business other than just Amazon. And that's where we come in. We're a third-party seller. We're using private label products of our own, and we're selling on the Amazon platform all around the world. And that's the model. Now, why is it also so incredibly effective? I just mentioned how people come to Amazon to buy a product. If you go onto Google, for example, you might type in information about a product or whatever. There's not very much buyer intent necessarily behind that. You might just be price shopping. You might just be considering something, looking for reviews. When you go to Amazon, you're pretty much ready to buy. It's just a case of which product am I going to look at. Obviously, you need a really solid research process to know what product I should sell, what's the offer I should make. What price point should I sell at, and everything in between. And that's exactly what we obviously teach at Marketplace. And there's tons of videos on the channel to help you figure out what products you should be going for and stuff like that. That's not really what today is about. It's more, what are the benefits? The next thing to consider is when we're selling on the Amazon platform, Amazon actually do a lot for us. The first thing is, as we mentioned, we can use Amazon's warehouse team and their warehouses, of which there are a lot, and there are hundreds of thousands of warehouse workers who we can effectively leverage for a very small amount of money. The next thing to consider is the fact that when you have a product selling on Amazon, somebody clicks into your product listing. If they're on Facebook, for example, Amazon, what we call retargets them, meaning they'll show your product again to that customer on Facebook to say, hey, do you want to buy this? Another thing, which I'm going to show you right now, is the fact that Amazon, by advertising on places like Google as well, you get the benefit of it. So here, plastic shoe boxes, they've bought this advertisement over on Google. When you click here, it obviously brings you back to Amazon. And then when you get your product into a market like this and it's optimized, meaning people will find it here on the first page or similar, you get a lot of that investment that Amazon do on your behalf because you sell on the platform. So that's a huge benefit as well. Obviously, again, you can see why a research system is important, because if you get into the wrong market, you're not going to be found that easily. Also, they have unbelievably solid SEO, search engine optimization. So right here, plastic shoe boxes, Amazon. When we click in here, we can see that Amazon are actually, they're right up there in the search rankings. So you're not going to outrank Amazon with your own website or anything like that. And that's why, when you sell there, you're getting access to so much, and search engine optimization from Amazon's platform and Amazon's site is just another one of those massive benefits. So social advertising, advertising on Google, SEO, it goes on and on and on. So it's all about the research process. When you do that correctly, you get all this power pushed behind you and you make sales. So let's talk about how much money that you can make on Amazon. And I'm going to overly simplify this just to keep it really easy. I don't want to get into really complicated mathematics. We can do that another day. And Robert, my business partner, would be delighted to do that with you. What I'll show you is accurate. It's just going to be simple, okay? First thing is, let's say you want to make $5,000 a month in net profit doing this business, okay? 5,000. We divide that by 30, because there's obviously 30 days in a month. That gets us to $166 per day. I typically divide that by 2, because that gives me on each continent, so Europe and North America, how much I have to bring in every day in net profit to get there. So it's $83 per day in net profit in each continent is going to get me to a $5,000 per month net profit, okay? Now, when we look at that as well, we can say, what is the average profit of a product that we sell on Amazon? I would say at a very simple level, you're talking about $4. So that is now at $4 divided into our daily profit. That means we need to make 20 sales on each continent per day to get to a $5,000 per month net profit, right? That's not very difficult. That is really, really doable. You're talking about selling, 4 products. You're talking about 5 sales an item or something like that on average. It's not very much, and that's to get to $5,000. And obviously at 10 grand, you can just double that. I think the point is, when you break down this business, what does it come down to? Number 1, solid research process. Number 2, you find solid products from your solid research process. 3, you're making solid profit. Solid is just coming in, I don't know why. Solid profit with every single sale that you make. You're selling them in, I suppose, solid marketplaces in Europe and North America as well. And every day you're bringing in sales. That's the business. It's multiple markets, it's multiple products as well. Where people go wrong and where they really overcomplicate is they start trying to jump off of Amazon, get their own websites going, get this going, get that going, get the other thing going. We keep it simple. We stay on Amazon. We get into as many markets as we possibly can. We make a small number of sales in each of our different products, and we keep trucking on. It's as simple as that. And there are millions of products you can sell, that I can sell, that all match up beautifully with what we're talking about today. And that's what it's all about. That's rethinking Amazon, getting back to basics, talking about what Amazon actually gives you and how you can press forward with it. So with that said, like this video right now, if you've enjoyed it, which I'm sure you have. Secondly, well, it's kind of presumptuous, but I hope you have. Secondly, get down and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And as always, if you want to get free free training from us about how to do all of this, how to put it into action, click on the link in the description or in the pinned comment down below, and you can get free training from us to show you how to do this at a 5 to 7 figure level from complete scratch with no experience. It does not matter. So click down there right now and like the video, and hopefully I'll see you inside the Marketplace Superheroes seller community, of which we have now over 6,000 people from all over the world. So I look forward to seeing you inside. Thank you so much for your time today, and I really hope this was of value to you.